Obstacles are not walls. They are firewood. They are the raw fuel for the furnace of your spirit. Every resistance you face is not a curse meant to halt your advance. It is the very material you were born to consume and rise through. Marcus Aurelius understood this at the marrow of his bones. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The weak see obstacles and turn back. The awakened see obstacles and smile, knowing they have just been handed a gift from the gods. A chance to forge themselves into something harder than stone, sharper than iron, deadlier than fire itself. You must burn through opposition like a star burning through darkness. You must feast on hardship the way a lion feasts on prey. You must see every enemy, every setback, every betrayal not as a roadblock, but as a sacred offering placed before you, a signal that your soul is ready for a new level of war. The herd collapses under pressure because they view struggle as unnatural. They believe life should be smooth, paths should be easy, success should come to the deserving without pain. They are wrong. Existence itself is forged by resistance. Muscle grows against strain. Wisdom grows against failure. Character grows against betrayal. If you flee adversity, you flee the very forces that would make you great. Every obstacle you encounter is a blade offered to you. The question is whether you will wield it or fall upon it. Every hardship you endure is a forge. The question is whether you will let it shape you or shatter you. Every betrayal you survive is a gate. The question is whether you will walk through it stronger or crawl away weaker. Understand this. Obstacles are not deviations from your path. They are the path. Without them, you would remain soft, blind, entitled. It is precisely the difficulty that sculpts the dominance you were born to embody. When life hurls betrayal into your chest, you build sharper instincts. When fortune rips away comfort, you carve a harder will. When enemies gather to break you, you grow into something they cannot comprehend, something they cannot defeat. Marcus Aurelius taught, "Fire feeds on whatever is thrown into it." You must become that fire. Let the winds howl. Let the world hurl its storms. Let betrayal, hardship, delay, injustice come, and feed on it all. Burn hotter, burn brighter, burn longer. You do not curse obstacles. You devour them. You do not dread resistance. You sharpen yourself against it. The weak waste their lives begging the gods to smooth their road. The strong build themselves into creatures that move regardless of the terrain. Creatures that carve paths where no paths exist. Creatures that rise precisely because the world tried to hold them down. Most men crumble the moment the road grows rough. They view obstacles as punishment, hardship as unfair, resistance as proof that they are cursed or doomed. But Marcus Aurelius taught the truth known only to warriors of the spirit. Hardship is not punishment, it is promotion. Resistance is not cruelty. It is the brutal kindness of fate offering you the exact training ground you need to rise. You must rewire your mind to see adversity not as a wall, but as a weapon offered to you. Every failure is a blueprint for deeper mastery. Every betrayal is a purge of weakness from your alliances. Every setback is a sharpening stone for your will. When the weak cry out, "Why me?" you answer, "Why not me?" When the herd collapses into despair, you rise higher because your bones have been fed with hardship since the beginning. Obstacles reveal two kinds of men, those who are shaped by the world, and those who shape the world with their bare hands. The first group flees when storms rise. They believe obstacles are a signal to turn back. The second group knows the storm itself is the sign they are on the right path. They press harder. They smile at the thunder. They dig deeper into the earth with every blow, becoming something no force can uproot. The obstacle is not your enemy. The obstacle is your invitation, your test, your battlefield. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the mind must be like a fire, feeding on everything thrown into it. You must move like a fire that refuses to be extinguished. Every attack, every loss, every insult must be consumed, digested, and turned into more relentless forward motion. The betrayal that should have broken you fuels you. The loss that should have shattered you steels you. The failure that should have crippled you sharpens you. When you face an obstacle, you must not hesitate. You must not freeze, question, or falter. You must attack the obstacle the way a predator attacks prey, without doubt, without apology, without mercy. And if it resists, good. Struggle longer. Bleed if necessary. Adapt if demanded. But never surrender. You must become a creature that needs adversity to thrive. A being who grows lazy when life is too soft, but becomes savage when life bares its fangs. You must feed on friction, the way ancient warriors fed on the cries of their enemies. Obstacles will either break you or build you. There is no third path. You either forge yourself into an unstoppable force by devouring resistance, or you allow resistance to grind you into dust. This is the 20th doctrine of Marcus Aurelius. You do not curse hardship. You do not flee difficulty. You do not beg for an easier life. You burn through every obstacle thrown in your path. You feed on every resistance hurled at your spirit. You forge your soul into a fire so vast that no betrayal, no injustice, no storm can quench it. And in the end, when others stand before the ruins of their dreams and weep, you will stand atop your victories, forged by the very forces that once tried to destroy you. You will have turned the way itself into your weapon, and every obstacle into your fuel.